Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV. Today we're talking about how to avoid distractions. Are you ready? Let's get started. Well, distractions are everywhere. Perhaps there are more than there have ever been, and so perhaps this message is more valuable than ever. The problems with distractions are everywhere. Maybe the most talked about distraction these days is what we call distracted driving.
Cavs trail the Clippers by 3. There's only one person to go to right now.
Number 39, Tony Vargas!
I would like to think that we don't need to have something beeping at us so that we pay enough attention while we're driving to stay between the lanes. But apparently technology is allowing it to happen, and so now we have it. The problem that I have with all that is it doesn't really avoid the distraction. It just sort of solves the problem once we are distracted. And that's okay. But this video is about avoiding distractions. They are, as I've already said, everywhere. But I've got 3 things that you can do to help you reduce the problems that are caused by the distractions in your life and how they keep you from getting the results that you want. First, call them what they are. We call stuff lots of things, but a lot of the things in our life are distractions. We are allowing ourselves to be distracted, and so we got to say that's a distraction. There are a lot of things that we say, well, that's something I need to do. Let's just take email. Well, I need to do email, and I won't disagree that you need to do email, but the way that you do it, you allow it to be an ongoing distraction. Just one example. So call distractions what they are. So identify them. Second, decide that you want to reduce or eliminate them. You got to decide. You got to say, that's a distraction and I want to make that less of an issue for me, or I want to eliminate it. Here's the thing. Once I've decided that it's a distraction and I've claimed it as such, then I have to say I really am serious about wanting to get rid of it before we can actually get to where we want to go. Third thing is change your choices. I want to talk about your choices in 2 areas. First is the environment in which you are, that you're working in. So what in your environment is a distraction? Could you change your environment to be less distracted? I'll give you an example. In my office, which is upstairs from where we are, I've got a desk on one end, and the other end of the office, I have 2 comfortable chairs. There is one of those chairs that if I sit in it, I am more distracted than if I'm in the other. So I choose to sit in the chair that I'm less distracted in. What in your environment is making you distracted? And so can you pick a different environment, or can you change your environment so that you will reduce the amount of distractions? And the second thing is, what about stuff? There's stuff that's distracting you. You got stuff on your, like right now on my desk, there's too much stuff and it's distracting me. Well, technology is the big stuff, right? You've got a phone that's buzzing and beeping and tweeping and twerping and doing all kinds, dancing around, and it's distracting you. Or you're carrying your phone when you should be having a conversation with someone and putting the phone away. Listen, 3 things. If you want to avoid distractions, number 1, you've got to call them what they are. You've got to decide that you want to actually solve this problem. And then you've got to change your choices. You've got to change the environment that you're in, or adjust that environment. And you got to deal with your stuff differently as a way to reduce your distractions. Distractions are a big deal for all of us. If we want to get greater productivity, we ought to worry about this more than you probably are. I hope this has been a useful video. Let me close with today's tweet. Distractions are robbing you of your productivity. Reduce distractions and increase your rate of success. Speaking of rate of success, each week I release a podcast. We call it the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. And we'd love to have you join us as I interview and have a conversation with a different expert every week, and they are fun and they're engaging and you can use them at a time when it won't be a distraction. So I hope you'll take advantage of those. The subscription information is all right here. I hope you'll do that. Either way, I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Remarkable TV.